Wait a minute! My first real job in music started about 1989 in Pools for Music in Bethnal Green, working in a record shop as a Saturday boy, which is where I met lots of DJs and promoters who were big at the time at the original rave scene. I met Labyrinth 2000 AD there, who made me resident at their club, which I was there from 1990 through to 94, playing all music, drum and bass, jungle, house, hardcore, all of the stuff that was coming through that period. So it was a great residency, a great learning curve. In about 1994, I went into the studio, made my first track, Let It Lift You, for Just Another label. I made that with Optical, who's now big on the drum and bass scene, in a group called JDS. At that time I started playing all the major raves, Helter Skelter, Resurrection, Dreamscape, World Dance, all of the main big parties, and my style then was really hardcore and happy hardcore, which was massive at the time. As time progressed on, I started doing the music which all the magazines credited as trancecore, which I was doing with my partner Rob Vanden. Never ever liked the word, but it served its purpose, and I feel has played a main part in getting hardcore to where it is now. It was like a very early sounding trance hardcore. After that, towards the end of the 90s, I started getting heavily influenced by hard dance and hard house and trance. Started playing Sunny Side Up, Frantic, Fever, all the kind of big London and UK hard house parties that were there from the start. Late 2000, I was running a label called Honeypot Recordings in UK Hard with John Doe, which was, at the time, real bouncy. Hard house was big, but we went down the hard trance route. We was really doing what we felt and what we believed in, and because of it we was pretty ahead of our time. It wasn't until 2 or 3 years later that the UK hard trance thing really come to prominence, which is now kind of the sound, or has been the sound, of the hard dance raves, you know. Through that period I've DJ'd all the major hard house clubs around the world. Also run my own night tasty, which is dedicated to hard dance and hardcore. Attracts thousands of people per event. Real cutting edge, cyber, futuristic rave. Where I'm at now as a DJ, as Billy Daniel Bunter, with everything I'm doing, is kind of 17 years in the making. I've had 17 years on the rave scene and the club scene, and people all over the country book me for different styles of music. The old school scene at the moment is huge on its breaks. Events like Rain Dance, Epidemic, Back to the Old School, they book me to play break sets mixed in with old school. There's then it's a lot of hard house nights, they have club classics and funky house rooms, so they book me to play a hard dance set and a funky house set. I've then got roots in the hardcore scene, so a lot of the main events like HTID and Uproar have booked me to do classic happy hardcore set. I'm not one of those DJs that sits in one style and just mastered one style of music. At the moment I've got my radio show called Love Music every Tuesday between 6 and 8 on ministryofsound.com. I'm signed to Ministry of Sound for my albums. This year I've had 2 albums out. Hardcore Classics, which was basically old school and current hardcore. Also United in Hardcore, which I did like a 92-93 mix on. Like I've done this for 17 years, I can't ever see myself stopping. This is what I do, this is what I believe in, it's my way of life, you know. Music, it's all about music all the time. If music's good, if a new sound or a new artist or a new event's coming through and it's vibrant, that's what keeps me with my fingers on the pulse.